Yeah, how's it going, guys? It's Scissor RJ here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get samples. This is mainly going to be concerning the super samples, which are the purple samples. You're basically going to want to go around the map and look for these rock structures that are basically sticking out like a sore thumb. This is basically where all the super samples are going to be located. Now, this will also depend on your difficulty as well. So as you can see, we're playing on difficulty 8, and you'll have about 5 to spawn in. If you're playing at difficulty 7, then you'll have, I believe, 3 spawn in. And then if you're playing all the way in Helldive, you actually get 6 to spawn in. So we typically like to play around 8 or 9 just to get the most value, but here's another clip. This was just a super lucky drop, but as you can see, we see that sore thumb-like structure that has the super samples right in front of us. So it's pretty impressive. Sometimes you'll get lucky when finding them. Other times you won't get super lucky. You will have to kind of like explore around the map just to see what you can find. But yeah, that was another one that I got pretty lucky. Here is another one that I saw back on this planet, and as you can see, I'm getting chased by a Bile Titan. I'm also going to be making a video on kind of like how to basically survive on the higher difficulties, mainly like 8 and Helldive. A main tip I can recommend is just wearing a shield generator and having a railgun, just to make sure you take out the baddies as soon as you can. But yeah, that's basically what the structure is going to look like. You're basically going to want to go around the map and pretty much like take that, you know. And sometimes if you find a radar dish tower, the one where you have to align the radar, it will actually pop up on the map as one of the gemstone locations, and those gemstones on the maps are basically where you want to look for the minerals. And this the same thing can be said against the rare materials. Now let's talk about if you die like I just did right now. If you do die, you drop all of your samples, rare, common, super, etc. Right, and it will be in this like little tiny sample vial. So you're definitely gonna want to make sure that you're playing with friends, or that you basically get them in time. Now, if you do complete the mission or fail the mission, or you just fail to extract, unfortunately you do not actually get those samples. So again, that's when it comes a little bit dangerous. Sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming, and you know, all the precious samples are gone. But don't worry, you can load up another match and just try again next time. Main focus is just kind of collecting samples and just trying to get rid of the Bile Titans, or depending on if you're playing against bugs, you can be doing this with the automatons as well. Again, this will be the same thumb-like structure that you're going to be looking for. And then, of course, once you get those super samples and rare samples, you'll have a little bit more flexibility on upgrading some of your stuff. Some of them reduce the cooldown. I think one is for the Eagle Rearm as well. Here's another clip of the rock structure. Again, right here, you're just going to be running around the map, running for your life, looking for it. Sometimes you'll get lucky and, you know, you'll find it early on, and sometimes you will have to hike. It will take a hike, right? My main, though, tip would have to be to do any of the missions that have a 40-minute time duration, just so you have enough time to actually, you know, look around for all the things you need to look around for, right? I like to do the destroy egg missions. Those are an easy spot to kind of go for. The eradicate missions actually do not have super samples regardless of the difficulty you play, just because it's on the smaller map. Usually those eradicate missions will just have regular green samples that you probably won't even need once you're doing some of these longer based missions. And as you can see there, another rock thumb, whatever you want to call it, structure that will have the super samples. This time I'm on Helldive 9, so I get a total of 6. So hopefully this helped you guys out, kind of finding out where exactly those super samples are. I know it can be a little confusing at first, but once you get used to the difficulty and once you get used to spotting them out, it actually should be a lot easier. So go out there, collect some samples, and go ahead and upgrade. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.